Good evening, everybody. Thanks for having me. I just want to let everybody know we're talking about Brother Robert Kent at this juncture. I have Rob Williams coming up. Rob, you want to come on up? How this came about, I called Rennie up, which is no easy feat, and tried to talk to him about getting Brother Robert in. And he's been in the game over 50 years. He was my first high school coach back in 1968 at St. Francis Prep. A great man, over 800 wins, and Rob is going to talk a little bit more about him, but Brother Rob passed away, about 3 or 4 months ago, but we had the honor, I had the honor to induct him about 2 months before he passed away. So how about a big hand for Brother Robert? Thank God that he was able to get this honor. Rob Williams, his longtime coach, is going to say a few words. Thank you.
On behalf of the Kent family and the St. Francis Prep community, I'm proud to accept Brother Rob's induction into the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame. I'd like to thank the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame for acknowledging Brother Robert Kent's great career and accomplishments. Special thanks to Dom Scalla and Bob Melandro, who I know worked behind the scenes to help make this moment possible. If you knew Brother Rob, you know he wouldn't want any of this. He was probably the most humble man that I've ever encountered. Things like this were things for other people. This was not something that he looked forward to. But I'm here today to honor the man the way he deserves. I've known Brother Rob since I was 14 years old. So for over 37 years of my life, it's actually the longest relationship I've ever had. You know, I knew, yep, it's true, even my wife, my best friends, goes back that far. Brother Rob began his coaching career and teaching career at St. Francis Prep in 1968. His coaching career began as a freshman basketball and JV baseball coach. But baseball was always Brother Rob's true passion. That love began with his beloved Brooklyn Dodgers. After taking the helm of the varsity baseball program at St. Francis, the baseball program flourished. St. Francis Prep baseball and Brother Robert Kent became one in the same. We didn't always have the greatest players or the greatest teams at St. Francis, but we had the toughest players and the toughest teams. And that's just a true reflection of Brother Robert Kent and the type of man he was and the things he instilled in his players, myself included. He taught his players to be tough. He taught us to always give 100%, and he always told us to want it more than the other guy. One of his favorite lines to his players was, and you'll understand this, some of you, he would tell them, "Yo, I'm from Brooklyn." Now, when we were kids, it took us a minute to figure it out, but we knew it meant two things. One, he was really mad at us. That was always the first thing. And two, it meant that we need to get a little bit tougher. We had to outwork, we had to outplay, we had to outthink the other team. Those are the things that you never forget. As a result of Brother Rob's guidance, the prep baseball teams were always a tough out, and the wins came along with it. In total, Brother Rob's varsity baseball teams won 729 games. He's won 9 city championships. The list of accolades is endless and includes multiple Coach of the Year awards, a 2003 induction into the CHSAA Hall of Fame, 2008 induction into the Frank McGuire Foundation Hall of Fame. He was named in the inaugural St. Francis Prep Red and Blue Ring of Honor in 2014. And he also received the Coaching Excellence Award in 2018 from the Greater New York Sandlot Athletic Association. And it culminates tonight in this great honor, being inducted into the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame. Brother Rob's toughness expanded well beyond the ball field, and it shined over the last few years of his life. He fought a debilitating illness that required weekly and sometimes daily blood transfusions and doctor's visits. Through it all, Brother Rob handled it with grace and dignity. although his vision was also failing him, he knew exactly who he was talking to just by listening to their voice. And he always made sure to ask how our family was doing or how our children were doing. He never worried about himself. This was just another step in his path. I think this is what makes Brother Rob's true Hall of Fame candidacy. He was our teacher. He was our coach. He was our mentor. And he was our friend who put aside his pain and his suffering to make sure he connected with everybody else that he knew and loved. So again, thank you for honoring Brother Robert today. Although he would have never said it out loud, I know he'd be humbled by having his name recognized for his great career and his legendary wins, losses, but most importantly, for the great man that he was. Thank you very much.